Well, hello there and welcome to our New Year Ceilidh. Not in the circumstances we would want, but nevertheless we're here together. So here we are with Ian and Willie. So say hello guys and let's see.
Hello. Happy New Year everyone.
Happy New Year, Bli on the Vaur Dave. So we're hopefully going to do the Ceilidh that we had planned to do live on New Year's Eve. So this is pretty much the way it is. So feel absolutely free to end up speaking to each other and reacting. And right at the beginning of the new year, when we look back on the year that's gone by, we've got loads of people that have no longer with us, and right at the start of our Ceilidh, we would like to remember a good friend of ours, Ian Mackay, and we've lost Ian who was a great singer of our generation, as well as Ian Morrison, one of the greatest pipers of our generation as well. So Ian was a great mate. He lived up the road from me, and I'm going to miss meeting himself and Ruby for their daily walks. And whenever we were in discussion, we would always talk about all things Gaelic and Gaelic song and stuff like that. So Ian, your thoughts on Ian?
Yeah, I knew Ian from my time living in Babel, and he was always a jovial character, and you know, just a good neighbour to have. I've played with him on many occasions as well, and a very sort of genuine guy. You know, he didn't take himself too seriously, that's for sure.
That's correct. Willie, what's your remembrance of Ian?
Well, I played a gig with him a couple of years ago in Glasgow for a Ceilidh crack night, and he was instantly likeable and very charismatic on stage, and he had a classic voice, and it was quite new to me actually, because it wasn't really a lot of these songs and traditions I wasn't really that familiar with, because my interest was in more pop songs and indie and country. So he was brilliant to watch. I really enjoyed him.
Oh, yes, indeed. So right at the start, we would remember not only the family of Ian and the family of Ian Morrison as well, but the family of all those who have lost loved ones, even some that are regulars with at our own Ceilidh. We know that they've lost people within their own families. So we'd remember them all at the start of another year that we hope will be better than last year, and we hope that this dreaded COVID will go, and that people will be able to go back to singing and playing music live again. So as a wee memory for Ian Mackay, whenever I think of Ian Mackay, this song always comes to my mind, Hate Me Cutterut. So we'd like to do that right at the start. Hate Me Cutterut on Balladeg Town. This is for Ian.
Hate me Cutterut on Balladeg Town, Sneeshin Ruttigan the trail singing on. Hate me Cutterut on Balladeg Town. It's on the soul, I say Skinyan Turvik, I will not the head of the China Krishna. Hate me Cutterut on Balladeg Town, Sneeshin Ruttigan the trail singing on. Hate me Cutterut on Balladeg Town. Tanya Baka Garagay, Tanya Taira Baragay, Maybe the Raya Ship on the Turban Cow. Hate me Cutterut on Balladeg Town, Sneeshin Ruttigan the jail singing out. Hate me Cutterut on Balladeg Town. Balladeg Town, Sneeshin Ruttigan the jail singing out. Hate me Cutterut on Balladeg Town. Jag ger uppblick, gnete till Marike Gina och chauffören smitcha måste slippa ner det kau. Hate me Cutterut on Balladeg Town, Sneeshin Ruttigan the jail singing out. Hate me Cutterut on Balladeg Town. Tell you what, Colin, it felt as if I had my granny's false teeth in for that last verse.
It's a good verse, that last verse, really.
Very cruel of you to leave that one to me.
I'll let Ian do that last verse. We don't have to tell about. So, yeah, Hate Me Cutterut. So that was really in memory of our good friend Ian Mackay. And right, so I hope you're all doing fine, that you didn't eat too much over the Christmas period. As I say, this is very strange for us having to do this, but we have no alternative. We're here recording this before the sort of lockdown, so the lockdown was just not going to happen, us being able to do it live. So we're here and we're doing our usual separate distance between us, but together in the same room. And hopefully tonight you get some songs that you really enjoy. I think songs that maybe people were requesting, and songs that seem to go down well with the Ceilidhs. So without further ado, let me do this song. I think I'm first on the list. It's an old song from way back in the early 60s, even before rock and roll. Before rock and roll in Britain, there was this thing called a skiffle. And the king of skiffle way back in those days was a guy called Lonnie Donegan. So, to lift our spirits, join along with me and join along with us on Putting on the Style. To get us going. So now I'm going to hand you over to Ian, who's going to do, let's see, I'm multitasking just now, trying to see if I can get this. Yeah, that's you, Ian.
Yeah, okay, Colin. Yes, I'm going to do the first Gaelic song of the set. And I want to dedicate this one to our friend Donny Large and his lovely wife Phyllis, who I know will be watching us from Citrus Heights in California. And Donny assures me that he sits there watching the Ceilidhs and playing along on the mandolin to all the Ceilidhs. So this one's for you, and hopefully Donny, you might give us a ring sometime over the festive period, and we'll catch up on your news. So this is your own song, and it's a ballad. Fáilte nuí is fáilte valid is fáilte naki and she get vegan cupboards and get better crafty nach being union parningase up on the long house to larger yacht party this lower To all the Nishos listening out there, and Tweedy and Renee as well, that one's especially for you, and Sheena as well. So, where are we going now? Willie? I think it's over to yourself.
Hello. This next one is a song by Crosby, Stills and Nash. I think it was written by Graham Nash of the band, actually. I've been listening to Crosby, Stills and Nash since I was in school. It was a bit of a weird choice considering all the strange stuff I was into, but I've always had a soft spot for the harmonies, so it's nice to be singing this for the boys.
Yes, I remember you saying something about Graham Nash the other day, that you thought he was the weakest in the band. But let me tell you this, Willie, I haven't said this to you before. Graham Nash was one of the mainstays of my favourite band of the 60s, the Hollies.
Oh yeah, he wrote some good ones.
I was never really keen on Crosby, Stills, Nash because they went and pinched it. Because the Hollies were never the same once Graham Nash left them.
Yeah.
I mean, they replaced them with a few different people. So I had mixed feelings when it came to Crosby. But I really like them, buddy.
Yeah, it's a great song anyway.
Great song.
Nice one for our times as well, I think.
Have a code that you can live by, and so become yourself, because the past is just a goodbye. Teach your children well, their father's hell did slowly go by, and feed them on your dreams, the one they fix, the one you'll know by. Don't you ever ask them why, if they told you you would cry, so just look at them and sigh. Can know the fears that your elders grew by, and so please help them with your youth. They'll seek the truth before they can die. Teach your parents well, their children's hell did slowly go by, and feed them on your dreams, the one they fix, the one you'll know by. Don't you ever ask them why, if they they told you you would cry. So just look at them and sigh, and know they love you.
It's a great song, Willie. Really nice.
Very nice.
I'm glad we did that one early on.
Get the high harmonies out of the way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right, Gaelic song time. So this is a song that lots of people really enjoy, the Kayora song. So this is for lots of people that are related to me as a family in Ness. I know certain people, I know a certain gentleman in Ness. My son's father-in-law, this is one of his old favourite Gaelic songs, the Kayora. Okay, so Oran Chayora. Okay, I think next, Ian, I think you're
Yeah.
on next.
The music had been spoiled tonight, haven't they?
Totally, absolutely.
So, we liven things up a wee bit.
Yeah, I
guys?
think so.
Maybe a wee country song. Originally recorded by Wanda Jackson and several other people. Skeeter Davis did it. The Grateful Dead did a recording of it, which I haven't actually heard. But probably the most famous one is Linda Ronstadt's recording of Silver Threads and Golden Needles. I don't want your lonely mansion with a tear in every room. All I want's a lovely promise beneath the halo moon. But you think I should be happy with your money and your name, and hide myself in sorrow while you play your silver threads and golden needles cannot mend this heart of mine, and I dare not drown my sorrow in the warm glow of your wine. You can't buy my love with money, 'cause I never was that kind. Silver threads and golden needles cannot mend this heart of mine. I grew up in faded denim, where love is a sacred thing. You grew up in silk and satin, where love's a passing game. I know now you never loved me, and I know I was a fool to think your pride would let you live by the rule. Silver threads and golden needles cannot mend this heart of mine, and I dare not drown my sorrow in the warm glow of your wine. You can't buy my love with money, for I never was that kind. Silver threads and golden needles cannot mend this heart of mine. Silver threads and golden needles cannot mend this heart of mine, and I dare not drown my sorrow in the warm glow of your wine. You can't buy my love with money, for I never was that kind. Silver threads and golden needles cannot mend this heart of mine. Silver threads and golden needles cannot mend this heart of mine, and I dare not drown my sorrow in the warm glow of your wine. You can't buy my love with money, 'cause I never was that kind. Silver threads and golden needles cannot mend this heart of mine. Silver threads and golden needles cannot mend this heart of mine.
Yeah.
Did I put an extra chorus in that?
That's
You
all
wouldn't
right.
expect it. Ah, well, it's off the cuff.
I was
isn't it?
just learning the harmony by the time we stopped. I was like, oh, it's going to be so obvious.
Never mind. This is live, guys.
This is-
This is actually live as it would be if we were doing it
Yeah.
live, if that makes sense.
So that's why my singing was not good in that one.
we had another option when we came up against this obstacle of ditching the actual live stream, The other option was to do 3 separate Ceilidhs, but we'd done so much work on the songs together that, you know, we would have had to have dropped the collaborations.
Yeah.
So it's much more fun doing it this way, and I hope you're all enjoying it.
And especially me trying to struggle with multitasking here, which is not one of my best things. So trying to get the cameras and trying to sort them. But we're doing our best, and I hope that you know that you appreciate it, and that you'll enjoy being with us, because it's a great community here. So it's almost as if it is live, but we'll also be able to actually, when this goes out on New Year's night, we'll also be able to sort of put our comments in as well, and we can even comment against ourselves maybe.
We're actually watching with you guys.
Yeah, we'll
so
be watching with you. Yeah.
have a chat with us.
Have a chat, absolutely. Have a chat. So, now let me check. Right, Willie, you're on next.
Yeah. So this is You're My Best Friend by Don Williams, and it doesn't seem to matter how many songs I learn for a Ceilidh, I always get requested this song, and it usually throws my set out, but I've no problem with it. A beautiful song, I absolutely love it, and I'd like to dedicate it to Merach in Sunny Hill, Tarbert, or Great Granny as she's known in our household.
You're such a sook.
Oh yeah, keep them sweet, boy, that's it. You placed gold on my finger, you brought love like I've never known. You gave life to our children, and to me a reason to go on. Let's hear you all. You're my bread when I'm hungry. You're my shelter from troubled winds, and you're my anchor in life's ocean. But most of all, you're my best friend. When I need hope and inspiration, you're always strong when I'm tired and weak. I could search this whole world over, and you'd still be everything I need. You're my bread when I'm hungry. You're my shelter from troubled winds. You're my anchor in life's ocean. But most of all, you're my best friend. Let's do that chorus again. You're my bread when I'm hungry. You're my shelter from troubled winds, and you're my anchor in life's ocean. But most of all, you're my best friend.
Great song, eh?
Yeah, it's
Lovely
lovely.
song that.
You ever see Don Williams live?
No.
Oh, he's amazing. He was
No.
really amazing. So saw him in Glasgow just 2 or 3 years before he passed away.
Oh, man.
Really good. Very cool guy. Just sits there on a stool with his cup of tea.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's really that. All Don Williams always reminds me of when I used to work in Kishon way back in the 70s, in the mid 70s. He was very popular, you know, really popular. So loads of people really like Don Williams. Okay, Gaelic song time. Now this is a song that is about the factory that was built in Kills way back, Suez and Yemen. So once upon a time, this was a big, huge industry on the island, the collection of seaweed. And if you went round the sort of west coast and even all over the island, you'd see all these big things out in the middle of the loch, and that was seaweed. And they would collect them, put them onto lorries and bring them to Kills, to the factory. And this is like a really great humorous song that was written by Jan Toonlach about Suez and Yemen. So, and also the loch is made it famous as well. Okay. Suez and Yemen, here the shore, Suez and Yemen, the fair coast, Suez and Yemen, here the shore, of the Melors, the skin, come along and you can go, national no form, you up around the coast, get into over 70. Suez and Yemen, here the shore, Suez and Yemen, the fair coast, Suez and Yemen, here the shore, of the Melors, the skin, Hagel, Dana, Hamlin, yours, big epic, no big boat, Nachel, Quoran, Leg, Nagorn, a rain and hopes, and Patty, Suez and Yemen, here the shore, Suez and Yemen, the fair coast, Suez and Yemen, here the shore, of the Melors, the skin, Habib and the share claw, Habib Yarsh, the calling boss, Nis, Nish, Yanayon, as Habib claw, Suez and Yemen, here the shore, Suez and Yemen, the fair coast, Suez and Yemen, here the shore, of the Melors, the skin, Higgin, Yemen, Yaskat Yard, Allah, Gesai, Sagari, Bar, Gvel, Yagin, Yuversal, Nachani, Dwan, Ostinatar, Suez and Yemen, here the shore, Suez and Yemen, the fair coast, Suez and Yemen, here the shore, of the Melors, so that's Suez and Yemen, the shore. Okay, Ian, I think you're next on.
I'm next on. That was it was John Murdo, late John Murdo MacDonald, who established Hebrides Haulage, who wrote that song.
All right. Oh, I was wondering who Ian Donald was.
Ian
Yeah.
Donald, yeah. I think you can join in this next one, guys. Before I sing this, I'd better say hello to family, because if we don't,
We'll get in trouble.
we'll get in trouble. So I want to say hello to my son Johnny in Ireland, and Lauren and the kids, Archie and Sadie, and the wee Jude, and also to Jane and George in London. So I hope you guys are okay and able to enjoy the festive season to some degree anyway. Anyway, this song is called Don't Let Me Cross Over. It's an old Jim Reeves song, and everybody can join in, including Callum and Willie. I'm tempted, my darling, to steal you away. So help me, my darling, stay out of my way. You know that I love you, and I'm not the cheating kind. And I'm faced with a heartache, and love's cheating mine. So don't let me cross over love's cheating line. You belong to another, and you'll never be mine. I know one step closer would be heaven divine. Don't let me cross over the love's cheating line. Well, I tried to forget you, but what else can I do? When your eyes keep saying that you love me too, I know if I lose you, not a dream will I have left. I don't want to cheat you, but I can't help myself. So don't let me cross over love's cheating line. You belong to another, and you'll never be mine. I know one step closer would be heaven divine. Don't let me cross over love's cheating line. Don't let me cross over love's cheating line. There we go. An oldie for you.
Yeah, excellent song. That one go down really well. Okay, Willie, I think you're up next. Oh, hold on. There we go. Another sing-along.
Yeah, you'll be everybody's favourite for this one, Willie.
Yeah, unless it's like the time I made a complete hash of it with 800 people watching. Like, so here we go. It's country roads, so sing along, one and all. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like the breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place that I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, all my memories, they gather round her. Miner's lady, stranger to blue water, dark and dusty and painted on the sky. A misty taste of moonshine, teardrops in my eyes. Country roads, take me home to the place that I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, I hear her voice in the morning, how she calls me. That radio reminds me of my home far away
Driving down the road, I get the feeling I should have been home yesterday. Yesterday, country roads take me home to the place that I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, one more time. Country roads, take me home to the place that I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country road.
Yeah,
You'll
good fun.
definitely be flavour of the month now, will you, after that one? Where am I? Okay then, right, so...
Are you going to hum the intro to this for me, Callum? Because it's
Oh, listen,
too easy to forget it.
don't worry about it, don't worry about it. This is a song that I wrote, I can't remember what album it's on, called Nart Balla, and it's been brought up way back in the 60s in the villages throughout our islands. This was before television, of course. We used to pal around and we used to wander around the village and at night together, and this is everyone that lived on the islands were really privileged to be brought up way back in the 60s. There was so much innocence around, and this song is for those people who are remembering these days. Talks about what we used to do. We used to go around the villages. We used to go playing football, Balcosh. We also used to go Cregach. I'm sure plenty of you will know what that is. So this song really is about all that. No camels flying, kind of thing more. Casual figure, you leave your foot road, carriage and corn, three quick sceneries for. So that song's for all my pals from the old Briastley days, Jacob, and some are no longer with us, but they were great days.
That's a great song, Callum.
Yeah, it's lovely.
What about your approach? I suppose we've all got different approaches to songwriting. What sort of drives you? Is it just, do the ideas just come to you?
Yeah, I mean sometimes it's a melody, and sometimes it's maybe just one line that I'm thinking about. I mean, for example, there's a song that I'm actually working on just now because I'm quite contented with my life, and the grass is always greener on the other side. It's the line that's come up with, because human nature is like that. You always think that it's going to be better. And I mean, even talking about that song there just now, you know, at the time when we were in the 60s, there was problems. Of course there was. There's problems all the time. Yeah. But it's easy to look back at these times, and you know. So sometimes it's a melody coming to me. Yeah. Sometimes it's the words. I find the words a lot harder than the music. What about you, Willie?
I'm a bit like that. I don't really have a set way.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a phrase I might have heard in a conversation that'll spark off something, and sometimes when I sit down, I'll just create a melody from scratch from a few chords. So I think it's good to not get stuck in one method.
Yeah,
I mean, it leaves you open to ideas.
It does.
And I find I have to be working towards something, either a recording or TV or radio. It's got to have an end result, as it were.
Yeah.
There's got to be a purpose to the writing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't sort of write spontaneously like that.
I think it's very interesting, and I mean, speaking about the song that we did together, you know, Play on the Ur, that sort of original idea sparked up with just me playing. Just something that came on the guitar for me, and I just thought, yeah. So that's all it was. And then we just got in touch with each other and thought, what's the theme? Play on the Ur. And then Ian started writing the Gaelic, and then Willie ended up, you did a chorus. And now it was a very different thing for me to be working together with three.
Came nice and easy, didn't it?
Yeah. So we're really, really pleased. And
I think the basic message to begin with was keep it simple.
Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
Sometimes simple is the best.
Sometimes simple is the best. So whose turn is it now?
I think what used to be the Caraway national anthem coming up now.
Oh, I tell you what, Ian, you're definitely going to get yourself absolutely loved by everyone of a certain vintage, shall we say.
Aye, well.
Better not go any further down that road.
The least said about that, the better, I think. Okay, so here we go. But you'll all know this anyway. It's about a faded southern belle from Brownsville called Rose Taylor Mackenzie. Believe it or not.
Are you sure she wasn't from Cremore? Sounded like someone from Cremore to me.
Because I'm a Mackenzie on one side as well. Tell the dawn, what's that flower you have on? Could it be a faded rose from days gone by? And did I hear you say he wasn't meeting you here today? You to his mansion in the sky. She's 41 and her daddy still calls her baby. All the folks around Brownsville say she's crazy, 'cause she walks downtown with a suitcase in her hand, looking for a mysterious dark-haired man. Tell the dawn, what's that flower you have on? Could it be a faded rose from days gone by? And did I hear you say he wasn't meeting you here today? To take you to his mansion in the sky. In the younger days they called her Delta Dawn, prettiest woman you'd ever laid eyes on, until a man He wasn't meeting you here today to take you to his mansion in the sky. Delta Dawn, what's that flower you have on? Could it be a faded rose from days gone by? And did I hear you say he wasn't meeting you here today to take you to his mansion in the sky? Delta Dawn, what's that flower you have on? Could it be a faded rose from days gone by? And did I hear you say he wasn't leaving you here today to take you to his mansion in the sky? To take you to his mansion in the sky. Ooh, Delta Dawn.
Oh yeah,
Very good.
always a favourite. Right
Thanks
then.
for the percussion, Willie.
Oh, it was a bit ropey.
I was not. It's absolutely fine. Willie, I think you're going to have a bash of a Gaelic song now.
I am, yeah.
Oh, we love
I've been
that.
getting pushed into expanding my Gaelic
Ah,
repertoire.
and
So-
we're just about actually on programme. We've done 12 songs and it's an hour.
Ah, nice
So
one.
I think we're
We're going to get them all in.
maybe we'll get, hopefully we will.
We could do an encore, I suppose.
Yeah, we could. Yeah, maybe. Hope you're all enjoying the evening and that you're having a wee cup of tea or something else and enjoying the music. Thanks so much for being so loyal to us over the months and to everyone who took part in these live Ceilidhs.
Thanks very much, folks. So Ian sent me 3 or 4 Gaelic songs, and this was the one that I was most drawn to. Chown and All, really lovely song.
Chown and all sorgot love, chown and all sorgot love, chown and all sorgot love. Is för mig skript och utlärt. Han fiskar kunstne skjätten blå, tager jensnen i armar vid aukchen norr. Han grön marskan går om kunstglå, spyvår må vi en bin utlärt. Tjaunen all sår gott och lav, tjaunen all sår gott och lav, tjaunen all sår gott och lav. Is för mig skript och utlärt. Vår må vi en vid skytsen naum, is mien fatt på herden gal. Ik is jo skeel och orandes raum, vår må vi en vid utlärt. Tjaunen all sår gott och lav, tjaunen all sår gott och lav, tjaunen all sår gott och lav. Is för mig skript och utlärt. And again. Tjaunen all sår gott och lav, tjaunen all sår gott och lav, tjaunen all sår gott och lav. Is för mig skript och
Well done, Willie.
Thank you very much.
Excellent. Excellent. Now then. So, if any of you have got maracas at home, this is the time to, not maracas, but maracas. This is the time to bring it out. Dance the night away.
Got a tambourine and a hat here for my drum kit.
Yeah. We haven't managed to get a brass section in to do the so you can do it at home. You can actually do it at home. Are we ready, guys?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, go for it.
Here comes my happiness again, right back to where I should have been. 'Cause now she's gone and I am free, and she can do a thing to me. Just wanna dance the night away with senoritas who can right now tomorrow's looking bright, just like the Sunday morning light. And if you should see her, oh please let her know that I'm well, as you can tell. And if she should tell you that she wants me back, then know I gotta go. Come on. I just wanna dance the night away with senoritas who can sway. Right now tomorrow's looking bright, just like the Sunday morning light. Oh! Oh, and if you should see her, oh please let her know that I'm well, as you can tell. And if she should tell me that she wants me back, let her know I gotta go. I just wanna dance the night away with senoritas who can sway. Right now tomorrow's looking bright, just like the Sunday morning light. Oh, I'm gonna dance the night away, oh, with senoritas who can sway. Right now tomorrow's looking bright, just like the Sunday morning light.
Oh, my drums went a bit at the end there, boys.
That's what doing stuff live is all about. So
That's it.
yeah, I think we enjoy doing it. Okay then, Ian, I think you're on next.
How's the time doing, Colin?
We're doing well. Just an hour and 10 minutes or so. So I think we're really doing well, and we're up on 15 songs. So I think we're doing pretty good.
Great stuff.
So,
right, another trip to Used, I think. Ushik's been served well tonight with our songs. So you're going to play along with this one, Colin? Now?
yeah, I can do. Yeah, absolutely.
We getting some percussion on this
You
one?
want, are you sure?
Why not, buddy?
Okay.
So are we going full screen for this one, Colin?
Well, you're on full screen.
Right.
What do you want to do?
Share it.
You want to share it?
Yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. So right. Okay.
If it's going to be bad, it's going to be bad together.
Yeah, he just wanted to drag us in. We were wanting just for you to do it on your own, and we would walk away. No, it'll be fine.
Ocean mi tanto llevan por ahí, tanto mi mar upp med mina far, man vi voltiga till kolla, om en jävla Señor, que satte von jag eran moira, satani mi was kusarai mi alta, ama Caldan minhas amores, hoje me dá ela quando de mar a minha paz, quando me morria de Allah, ao ninguém Senhor. There we go.
Excellent.
Well, Harry Willie, we better do a Harris song, otherwise we're going to be in the bad books.
Oh man.
Well in with.
Ness and Used.
Willie, you're going to tackle that. Oh yeah. One of our old favourites, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a Hank Williams song. Let me just tune this up.
Yeah, we're going to do a couple of Hank Williams songs, one after the other, I've noticed.
Oh yeah, so it is.
Yeah. You can't go wrong with Hank Williams anyway.
You
guys
made up
join
this
in with this as well.
Oh, I know.
Join in with this one too, guys.
Mhm.
Pretty easy.
Key of A, is it, Willie?
A. speaking of the Southern Isles, this always goes down a storm in the Polly.
I bet it does.
So I'd like to dedicate it to all the crew down the Politician and Eriskay who've given me so many enjoyable gigs over the years. So thank you very much, guys. Alright, we ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure thing.
I wandered so aimless, life filled with sin. Well, I couldn't let my dear Savior in. Then Jesus came like a stranger in the night. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. I saw the light, I saw the light. No more in darkness, no more in night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. And just like the blind man, I wandered alone. Worries and cares I claimed for my own. Then just like the blind man, God gave back his sight. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. I saw the light, I saw the light. No more in darkness, no more in night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. Well, I was a fool to wander and stray, for straight is the gate, but narrow's the way. But now I have chosen the wrong from the right. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. I saw the light, I saw the light. No more in darkness, no more in night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. I saw the light, I saw the light. No more in darkness, no more in night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light.
Excellent.
Nice.
We weren't intending to really to harmonize and half of these songs, but we're getting in the mood.
Kind of
So
falling into it.
We're just yeah. So that's the first time. That's the first time I've done the harmony to that one.
I haven't played with other people since last March. Was the last gig
Oh man.
I did.
Oh man
In
alive.
fact, I think the last one was the Saturday before lockdown. We played a gig in Inverness. That's the last time
Man alive.
I've been able to share music with
It's
anybody.
crazy. I think I played with Stephen Drummond and McNeil's the week before lockdown, but my gigs the weekend, as it was leading up to it,
Yeah.
I think they were burned. What a crazy time.
It's been an absolutely crazy year.
Yeah.
So I guess seeing Ian has done this, I should really mention all my own grandchildren, and I was just reminded of it. There's Belan's wee guys, Murty and Ninky, and if you remember the last time I did a Ceilidh, it was Murty that suggested that Nathan Carter song. What's it called again? On the banks of the
The Banks of the Roses.
Basil Roses. So he came up with me probably about a week or so ago. I've got another one for you, Shane, he said. So I thought, oh man, what's that going to be this time? And can you believe it? Delta Dawn. So Delta Dawn, that's for you, Murty. Delta Dawn, can you believe that? So Murty and Ninky, and then over in Ullapool, we've got Bella and Lachlan. So sending out my best wishes there. And with the way things are looking, not going to be able to sort of visit. And then my son Donald and his Archie and Maisie. So that's my 6 grandchildren. I love them dearly. And so I thought I'd mention them all, like Ian did as well. So where are we now? Oh yeah, so this is a very Bránach song, but Lewis people and Ireland people, the more Bránach the song is, the better. We, you know, people wonder why we all seem to enjoy these sort of really, really heavy-duty songs. Do you think it's in our nature? I don't know yet. What do you think?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. I reckon that's what country songs came from.
Yeah.
Storytelling.
I borrow your tuner, Ian.
You sure can, will you?
Yeah. So
Let's
let's
tune down.
If there's any juke left in it.
time for a wee tune, I think.
Well, I'm the one who changed my strings last night, so I should be the person who's losing the tuning.
They seem to be doing okay.
Seems to be holding fine.
Yeah, that should be good. So this song is called Wedding Bells. Reminds me of my youth. We all really liked Hank Williams, Jim Reeves. They were our favourites, and you know, there was other great country songs, and of course we lost one of the real classic guys last week, and he ended up wee thing for Charlie Pride. So many of you love Charlie Pride. You would hardly be able to play a dance in Lewis way back in the day and without having to do a Charlie Pride song. Remember those days?
That's right, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the snakes crawl at night.
Yeah, snakes crawl at night. Does my, what's it called, my ring hurt your finger?
Does my ring hurt your
Yeah,
finger?
yeah. So there was a whole bunch of them. So
Going back to Donny Large, he was telling me he saw him in Glasgow a number of years back, and he was fortunate enough to get his autograph. He was stayed there at the end signing autographs, so he wasn't one of these whose entourage dragged him away.
yes, I've heard someone else say something very similar as well. I think he might have even been in Inverness. That he was there, and he took time to meet and greet people. So
Yeah.
he was a real trailblazer in more ways than one. Yeah. Right then, so let's go back now even further to Hank. I have the invitation that you sent me. You wanted me to see you change your name. Oh, I couldn't stand to see you wake up.
Colin.
So that's a really nice Hank Williams song. Hope you enjoyed that one. So, Willie, you're doing another very popular song. In fact, I think I've seen this song requested quite a few times.
Have you missed one, Colin? I think
Did
you
I?
have.
Yeah.
Have I? Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, so I did. Sorry, Ian, I beg your pardon. I forgot all about it. It's Ian's turn now to do a Gaelic one. Sorry about that.
Yeah, this is this will get the kennels going, I think, Colin.
Oh,
Oh, I dedicate this one to all the Lewis expats. And I hope you'll all enjoy this one and sing along as well if you know it. Just wondering if it.
what key are you in that one?
I'm in F sharp, Colin.
Okay, that's fine.
An angel tram for Bushkin, speak was it as in light, San Romeo creep to a kill you, on washing nam of fast, and nestling lounge and monji, some belle young and all, Smithson was a boy, one Northern sneer of Shen you could root more I could root more the joy on Hulan, there will be silver course, be making fire Marish, the God your kiss a boy, send you up the God, set all a have a get this crying passion, be fakal cheer and meow, be sulaken katharish, kentar be screepen low, I have it get mochargen, hot time the whistling loud, sun reading yokes morax, a horse tar silent love. Hallelujah, Neshad Lochek, Smashula Kursuas, Erson and Kurshishtura, Allah is Murjukwai, Shinkrahi wife Kibrono, Smajona Kuihoa, Mohoris Wan Leshjornua, Leos Nambian Fua, Mohoris Wan Leshjornua, Leos Nambian Fua. Don't know who wrote that song. Any idea, Colin?
I'm not sure.
Answers on a postcard, please.
Yes, I know. So, like I said, that'll cause a lot of kernelers from people that weren't able to come home at
Aye, sorry folks if it did.
I know.
It's a lovely song though.
A
And
really nice song. So we're all really enjoying it. It's very different from doing a live. I mean, we are live here, but we're getting no responses like we normally do on the like we do on the Ceilidhs. So I'm hoping that you're all enjoying it. All the songs that we've picked to do. Because there's nothing really like us being together in one room. And mistakes and all, and they don't cost you anything, all these mistakes that we're doing.
Just as well.
Just as well. Otherwise we'd be broke by now. So I think Willie's now having a he's going to go for quite a while. Better tell him all about it. I think I saw that song being one of the requests from one of the homes down in Uist. I had a bash at it myself once, but I wasn't really good at it.
Yeah, Black Velvet Band. Honestly, I don't think I'd ever heard of it until I got it. It was requested. It's a popular song, but there's a great video of them playing it in the 70s in a smoky bar in Ireland somewhere, and everyone smoking fags and spilling pints all over themselves and stuff.
Those were the days.
Good. It's a great song. But I've got not too fast written on my notes here, so I'll need to watch the tempo because it's a bit of a mouthful, the lyrics. You ready?
Yeah, go for it.
Yep.
In a neat little town they call Belfast, apprenticed to trade I was bound. Many an hour of sweet happiness have I spent in that neat little town. A sad misfortune came over me, which caused me to stray from the land, far away from my friends and relations, betrayed by the black velvet man. Oh, her eyes, they shone like diamonds, I thought her the queen of the land, and her hair hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. I took a stroll down Broadway, meaning for not long to stay, when who should I meet but this pretty fair maid come dancing along the highway. She was both fair and handsome, her neck it was just like the swan, and her hair hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. Whoa, her eyes they shone like diamonds, I thought her the queen of the land. Her hair hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. I took a stroll with this pretty fair maid and a gentleman passing us by. I knew she meant the doing of him by the look in her roguish black eye. A gold watch she took from his pocket and placed it right into my hand, and the very next thing I remember, I landed in Van Diemen's Land. Her eyes they shone like diamonds, I thought her the queen of the land, and her hair hung over her shoulders, tied up with a black velvet band. Before the judge and the jury, next morning I had to appear, and the judge he says to me, young man, your case it has proven clear. We'll get 7 years penal servitude to be spent far away from the land, far away from your friends and companions, betrayed by the black velvet band. Oh, her eyes they shone like diamonds, I thought her the queen of the land, and her hair hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. Oh, her eyes they shone like diamonds, I thought her the queen of the land, and her hair it hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band.
Excellent, Willie. That's a great one. Now, the one thing that we can't really do here, like we can't live, is find out what the sound is like. It's really difficult because we're trying to sort of control everything ourselves. And I'm hoping that there's not too much distortion going through it. But
I hope it's better than the sound I had when I last Ceilidh.
Puri Young really had a real struggle the last time. When you're relying on the internet and it goes down, there's not much really you can do. You know,
We did actually get to the root of it.
Did you?
Yeah, it was maintenance work that was being carried out, and
yeah,
there was fluctuation in the signal.
Nightmare.
Nightmare.
Yeah, it is absolutely. Okay then. Now
Are we going to do this?
Well, I think so. Yeah, we're going to chance this song purely and simply for we walked down memory lane for me.
I think I might go and hide in the corner for this one.
Pressure's on here, Callum.
Pressure's on here. Now, what key are we going to go in? Right, just to tell you the story about, I'm going to do a Beatles song. And way back in 1963, when I was on my holidays, like we used to go on our summer holidays to our relations, I was down in Ballinrushall with my cousins there. And as I was walking, I think, if I remember right, it might have been in a weaving shed with Donny Tia. I think it might have been. Donny would have been really young then. I think he was a weaver in the village. But all of a sudden I heard this song and my musical landscape changed forever. I've never heard anything like it, and it completely changed my my music. And to this day, there's been really no one to touch them. So I wonder will we talk.
Remember, I'm going to sing the high bit.
Oh yeah, sorry, Willie. Yeah, Willie's going to sing the high part of this. So you'll all know this one. Hope we don't make that. If we do, you'll forgive us anyway.
I don't remember this one at all, Colin.
You do so. You were about 16 at the time. Yeah.
I don't know. I see when I was a wee boy, you were my musical hero.
Oh man. Well, I would have been around 11 or 10 at the time when we used to go on our holidays over to our and of course my cousins over there in Ballinrushall, both my cousins there were huge George Jones fans, along with another cousin from Nesdani who's a regular on there. But I was leaning towards the pop stuff. You know, I really thought the Beatles were just something. But I still like country music and Gaelic. So, will we have a bash at it, will we? Oh.
Yeah, go for it.
Right. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. She loves you, yeah, 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 yeah. Think you lost your love when I saw her yesterday. It's you she's thinking of, and she told me what to say. She said she loves you, and you know that can't be bad. She said she loves you, and you know you should be glad. Ooh. She said you heard her soul. She almost trusted her mind. Now she says she knows that you're not the hurting kind, because she loves you, and you know that can't be bad. She said she loves you, and you know you should be glad. Ooh, she loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. Love you, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, it's up to you. I think it's only fair that I encourage you to apologize to her, because she loves you, and you know that can't be bad. She said she loves you, and you know you should be glad. Ooh, she loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. And with a love like that, you know you should be glad. And with a love like that, you know you should be glad. And with a love like that, you know you should be glad. Ooh. Maybe a C minus, will it?
I think you got off with it, Colin.
Did I get off with it?
I don't know.
It was really difficult.
It's 50-50.
It's real. Who can end up doing it like the Beatles anyway? But I thought I'd have a bash at it anyway. Probably will never do it again. But
That's my fault.
no, it's certainly not, Willie. I wouldn't have even tackled it if it wasn't for the fact that Willie was going to be doing it along with me, because it's a Lennon and McCartney classic. Loch Seaforth, yeah, I think
Loch Seaforth, yeah, we're gonna try it.
Okay,
hopefully you'll be able to get it
yeah.
in C sharp.
Yeah.
I know I've sent out New Year wishes to my family in Ireland and London, but I'd better also say Happy New Year to my family in Harris.
Absolutely.
To Ali and Shona and Angus and Mary and Jonathan and Darren, all these folk, and also the cousins and Lewis as well, and the auntie and uncle. So this is a Harris song.
Yeah, and it's really popular. It's always on the Dórachán. You don't get any Dórachán on Friday night without this song being played on it. So it's hugely popular. It's a great song.
Okay, Mama, here
ready?
we go. Ac ar cwdoch eich gartrin Hai alwch eich wal sifors Ac eich fych yn eich naseils Ad eich cer eich hog o siad Gan ffas ga gris gad brwyd Hai alwch eich wal sifors Sami mil jen hwg at the road, Gaelic and boyo, in the yonya fatas, in Jacob Shade, on the Briar and Chinnakra. Marisach, shame for Caleb, sound is more, I little fast. I love it, what she was, Sammy. Column. Anarunagin Koawi a Jalrigos Moyo I saw his plane a prepe on the Dorok this night. Aki savage, good Karstens and Mukil. I love it, what she was, Sammy Milch and Mukil. Wish me at the road, Gaelic and boyo, here the yonya fatas, in Jacob Shade. Marisach, shame for Caleb, sound is all I knew of us. I love it, what she was, Sammy Milch and at the Gemara, the city mohir, unfeeling sharp of your wish, I could find your video. First, Galian, the force, like skill, good Creole, be your what she at the road, Gaelic and boyo, in the yonya fatas, in Jacob Shade, on the Briar and Chinnakra. Marisach, shame for
Class.
Really good, yeah. Okay. We're doing pretty good now. So,
Have I got an instrument change on this, Willie? Yes?
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you don't mind.
And
Be lovely.
it's in what?
It is
B flat.
B.
B flat.
Are we doing it up here? Okay, that's fine.
okay, we're doing pretty well. So that's an hour and 3/4 done, and we've still got. I think we'll do the whole lot of them, even if we go over the 2 hours. I think we've still got 1, 2, 3, 4.
Colin George isn't here to pull the plug on
Yeah,
his
so I
car.
want to put the plug in it, so
Just go for
we're
it.
just going to go for it. So
Can we do this half a step down? Just
yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
That's alright.
You know, I think while we're on the subject, I think we owe a huge debt of gratitude to Colin George and Peggy and Yachi and all the guys in the comms team
Absolutely.
who have been sort of pushing us basically
Without
to
my
do
door.
these Gaelics. And,
It's been brilliant.
Yeah.
you know, I think we've all reached audiences that we would never have reached otherwise.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no question.
Absolutely. And you know, at the beginning of the year, and we're so chuffed that the council are going to carry on. So I'm not really sure if they managed to get hold of any more from the Southern Isles, but it would be great if more from down there would participate in the Ceilidhs.
Well, people will be wanting us to get arrested.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we should really have
December has
ours.
been a really busy one.
Yeah.
So I think it'd be really good to get, and you know, getting people like Addo back again. Maybe I'll ask Donny Caesar if Donny's watching this. Maybe Donny could get a program together. It'd be really great to hear songs from Donny. So it's not easy to actually get up and do it, but once you sort of tip your feet in the stream, as it were, you get used to it. It's very strange performing in front of a camera, but and it's even stranger for us doing this because we haven't got a clue what it sounds like. We haven't got a clue, you know, what reaction will be there, but we're hoping that you'll enjoy it anyway. Okay, so Willie, over to you.
Okay, doke, this is a song called Mary Rest Your Head, and it's for all my family, my dad John Angus out in the Glen, and Helen and Chrissy, my sisters, and my little ones that are normally guests on my streams, Hope and John and Michelle. So here we go. It's called Mary Rest Your Head. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Mary, rest your head against your older sister's shoulder. They never seem to understand, lost in how they feel. Mary, rest your head against your older sister's shoulder. Well, it's a different world they left behind a hard lifetime ago. Mary in a dreamless sleep, disturbed at 2 a.m. Headlights shine through flower curtains. Here we go again. Heavy steps move up the path, the front door swinging wide. Her eyes pull up against her will, till in her mind she hears don't cry. Mary, rest your head against your older sister's shoulder. They never seem to understand, lost in how they feel. Mary, rest your head against your older sister's shoulder. Well, it's a different world they left behind a hard lifetime ago. she'll leave without a second glance, imagining the ghost behind her as the wind against her back. Her parents' voices tough and loud, too drunk to really care. The absence of their daughter's soul is heavy in the air. Mary, rest your head against your older sister's shoulder. They never seem to understand, lost in how they feel. Mary, rest your head against your older sister's shoulder. It's a different world they left behind a hard lifetime ago. It's a different world they left behind a hard lifetime ago. It's a different world they left behind a hard lifetime ago.
Nice one.
That's a great
I
song.
love that song.
Thank you,
Did
boy.
you do a recording of that in Nashville at one point?
I did. It was a bit insipid, to be honest. I preferred the one with Bubble and Chris and Fiona and all those guys on it. It was had more energy, really. Some of these Nashville players are great, but it can be a bit clinical
Absolutely.
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah.
So I preferred the Lewis version.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay then. So
What was the key for this one,
I
Colin?
was going to do it in A, F sharp minor, yeah. So we couldn't do a Ceilidh with another Gaelic song, and it's a Runrick song, probably my favourite Runrick song. So they were so much part of our lives as well, and we travelled on the same roads together from way back in the early days, especially from about 1978 onwards. I think 1978 is when the first time that I actually met them, yeah, and I think it was down at the Modern in Oban. You were there
right,
on
yeah.
that. That's when I first of all met them. Blair was there. Malcolm was a very young. I think they went full time then. Or the Mod was in Stornoway the following year on 79.
I think the first album had probably just come out, Play Gaelic.
It was. That's right. Play Gaelic had come out, and we were busy working in the Island Express on our first album, and we had never really heard Runrick when we recorded ours. And it's very interesting how our musical tastes, Callum Rory, myself, and our musical tastes here are very similar as well. So yeah, Runrick were huge, and this is a particular favourite of mine, Himing Aura. I love that song. Great song.
Nice.
So, Willie, you're on next.
Oh no, I'm not.
You're not? Oh no, what have we got?
You keep wanting to jump. Ian's songs, he's starting to get offended here.
You're not, there you go.
Lost on the River. Oh, sorry, it's Ian that's doing that. I thought it was Willie that was doing that song. We're going to get through them. We're nearly up to the hour, to the 2 hours, so never mind.
We're doing good.
Huh?
We're doing good.
We're doing good.
It's nearly 9 o'clock.
It's nearly 9 o'clock New Year's night. 9
Okay.
o'clock New Year's night.
So yeah, this is my Hank Williams contribution. So
Great song.
I heard this many years ago on, I think it was the very first Hank Williams album I got from a seafaring uncle. He used to take country albums, Merle Haggard, Jim Reeves, and Hank Williams, and that's really what turned me on to country music way back. But the version that we're going to do, I heard done by Mark Knopfler and Emmylou Harris, and it was on a tribute album to a compilation album of Hank Williams songs. There was all sorts of people on it. I think Keith Richards was singing something on it, but it was quite obscure. But anyway, the Knopfler version is nice, and it's in D, I think.
Yeah.
Lost on the river, dark is the night, just like the blind praying for a sign, drifting alone, heart filled with strife. I'm lost on the river of life. Once, dear, I thought I knew the way. That was before one said yesterday. Words that you said cut like a knife. I'm lost on the river of life. Out on this river where sorrow creeps, thinking of you and how my heart beats. Tomorrow you'll be another man's wife, and I'm lost on the river of life. Lost on the dark is the night, just like a blind praying for a sign, drifting alone, heart filled with strife. And I'm lost on the river of life, drifting alone, heart filled with strife, and I'm lost on the river of life. Well done, guys.
It's a classic.
Great song.
Classic song. Now Willie's about to be now catapulted into the top of the charts.
Oh yes, boy.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We can just
Yeah.
switch off now.
Yeah,
can't
we should, yeah.
Yeah.
Remember my spiel a while ago about that particular song?
Yes.
I compared it to another song, and it turned out, that the guy that I was comparing the song to had actually been involved in writing it.
That's right.
With about 50 years of difference between the original and that. Anyway, will you tell them what the song is?
This song is one of those songs that all pub singers have in their back pocket if the night is bombing. And it's rescued me from many a dodgy night and bars filled with people who've had a few jokes. So it's Wagon Wheel, and I'd like to dedicate it to Mina. She loves this song. So here we go. Sing along, you'll know the words, surely.
Join us all.
The keys in the name.
We're doing it now.
We're doing
Yeah.
it, yeah.
Oops.
That's it. Good to go?
Yeah, go for it.
Alright. Headed down south to the land of the pines, thumbing my way out of North Carolina. I'm staring at the road and pray to God I see headlights. I made it down the coast in 17 hours, picking me up a bouquet of bogwood flowers. And I'm hoping for Riley, I can see my baby tonight. Rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Yeah, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Yeah, mama, rock me. Running from the cold up in New England, I was born to be a fiddler in an old-time string band. My baby plays the guitar, I pick a banjo now. Those North Country winters kept it getting so cold. Lost my buddy playing poker, so I had to up and leave. But I ain't turning back to living that old life no more. Rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Yeah, mama, rock me. Oh, rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like the southbound train. Yeah, mama, rock me. Walking due south, out of Roanoke, caught a trucker out of Philly, had a nice long tow. But he's heading west from the Cumberland Gap to Johnson City, Tennessee. So I gotta get a move on, I pray for the sun. I hear my baby calling, mighty man, I know that she's the only one. And if I die, Riley, at least I will die free. Rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Oh, rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like the southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. One more time.
any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me.
Oh, that'll go down well, Willie.
That's a good song.
Yeah, it's a
though,
great
isn't it?
song. You know, Johnston City. I was there.
Huh?
I was in Johnston City. I was doing a Gaelic workshop thing up at a place called Grandfather Mountain in North Carolina, and I got a lift down to Nashville from there. It's like a huge. You think when you're over there that it's a short distance, and we went through Johnston City on the way there. I remember whenever I think of that song, I think of Johnston. I was only just passing through it. I
Yeah,
didn't do
yeah.
anything more than that. You know.
When
Johnston
you were
City.
saying that, Colin, you said, so you can live from town to town.
I tell you one thing, that was a journey that will stay with me a long time. The guy that I got a lift on kept falling asleep at the wheel.
Oh man.
Oh yeah. I mean, by the time we got to Nashville, I thought, oh man, I'm going. The guys.
You know, there's a song there, Colin.
There must have been.
By the time we got to Nashville.
By the time I got to Nashville. Right then, so we've come. So that's us 2 hours and 10 minutes, guys.
Oh no way.
So are we going to do Billy on the Ur? Are we going to do it?
Yeah.
I guess we might as well. That's what it was written for.
Okay, yeah.
Did I give you guys a bum steer there on the key with that last one?
Yes, you did. That's
I
fine, Willie.
detuned
Yes,
that
yes, you're right. It was A
My
flat. That's
apologies.
fine.
So that's how I can.
Yeah.
Puri, I was struggling away. I knew there was something funny
Sorry.
going
I
on.
don't
Sorry,
even know how
boys.
to tune that thing, let alone play it. So. So this is the first time performing this thing live.
And we haven't rehearsed it.
No, we haven't. Not really. Because all the recording was done remotely.
Yeah, it was.
In our own homes. And Willie did all the mixing.
Yeah.
And a great job he did of it as well. And our friend Pete Fletcher did the mastering. He donated his services. Very kind of him. And if you haven't downloaded this track yet, it's available on the Bethesda Hospice website. And it's only £1 to download it. But you can, of course, hit the donate button and give a few extra pennies if you feel like it. So yeah.
Yeah, and
that's
I
it.
think have all the CDs been sold out, Ian?
I put the last 50 in today, and there will be no more. That's
No more
it.
after that.
So they've sold about 150 of the CDs. So there's a bit
That's
50
great.
left.
That's great. So thanks very much indeed, guys, for supporting us, and we hope that you like the song. And it's for a great cause. We're all very, very close to Bethesda in lots of ways, and we're more than happy to end up doing a fundraising effort for that. So,
We're
No.
going to say our Cheerios with this one, aren't we?
Yeah.
will we say our Cheerios beforehand? Yeah, I think we should.
Yeah, I
think so.
Yeah.
We'll finish
So-
off,
Hope you all have a great new year, the beginning of another year. Even though this is pre-recorded, you'll be watching this on New Year. We're into a new year, and let's hope a better year than last year. And we're hoping that you'll all stay safe, and that there'll be that in the beginning of the year they'll manage to get on top of this. So thanks so much for supporting us during the whole of the COVID. Thanks, like Ian mentioned earlier on, to the council for being behind us on this, and we hope that you've got something out of tonight, even though all the mistakes and everything else. It was done live, so we've actually done this completely live as we would on the night.
I think the biggest vote of thanks of all has to go to our wives and families for their patience putting up with us.
Well, the last 15 years. How long have I been married? I've lost count now.
Well, I tell you what, you guys don't need to start talking. I'm coming up to 40 years, Willie.
12,
Well,
13.
Oh,
I don't
it'll
know.
be big jewels this year then.
How many?
Yeah.
40 years.
40.
Yeah, imagine
Wow.
that. Huh?
It's close to diamonds, isn't it?
Don't end up saying too much about that. She'll be expecting something special from you, so we don't want to encourage that too much. So yeah, we're really support, and also all those who have helped during the Ceilidh, my own Bill and Dove for coming along and helping me out when I was really struggling, I'm getting old now, you know, so long as I'm sitting down, I'm not too bad, but I would never have been able to do this standing up. And also, finally, to Ian and Willie for being great mates, and it's been great singing along with them. And even though it's a bit stressful doing this and worrying about all the bits and pieces, we hope that it comes out all right. If not, we'll have to come back tomorrow, guys, and do it again.
Hope this has been recording.
Yeah, well, it's been recording all right,
Definitely
but what's it going to come out like, we don't know. So, Leon and Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy
Happy New Year, folks.
So, let's try it.
Everything must change, nothing ever stays the same. We remember loved ones gone that guided us with kindness through life's storms. Our island homes by the sea have had their share of tears, but with hope we carry on. Together better days will come, a hope that lasts forever, and those memories linger on. We're singing the song in the darkness, singing the song in the darkness, singing the song in the darkness. There's better days soon to come, better days are soon to come.
I get up on Dog you Kan yeri marfa Ausnavagen yawa Akırışın doyası Ekleyo kük marfuan Hayır şaken kiyan Ölmüşe gegen we have hope that lasts forever, and those memories linger on. We're singing the song in the darkness, singing the song in the darkness, singing the song in the darkness. There's better days soon to come, better days are soon to come.
Bli on the Mahur.
Bli on the Mahur.
Happy New Year.